Can you stop?
Stop what?
The gobstones, stop. Please, it's really annoying.
Sorry? Just trying to keep myself entertained while we wait for Ominous? Since you refuse to answer any of my questions, or speak to me at all without him around. A bit alarming, by the way, if you want my opinion on that.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't. Want your opinion on that.
Right. So, how's the weather over there? Not a fan of small talk, I take it? Never mind. Back to silent treatment, I see.
For Merlin's sake, stop doing that. Look, the reason why I refuse to speak with you alone is that we need to be careful with what we tell you. Ominous has a point when he says that we need to tread with caution on the matter ahead if we don't want things to repeat themselves, or have them turn out even worse.
Tell you what, while we silently wait for your boyfriend, let's play a game of gobstones together, shall we?
And how exactly is that going to work?
Well, let's improvise. Come on, live a little, River Fae.
What's that supposed to mean?
You just seem a bit...
A bit what?
Tense.
Tense.
Tense. So, are you game?
Fine. If that means you'll finally stop aimlessly tossing them about.
Brilliant. First off, you'll need gobstones. There should be some in the chest of drawers in the corner to your...
I know that, thank you.
Alright. There's a piece of chalk in there too, which, of course, you also know.
Naturally. Here they are. Now what?
You do know how to play now, do you?
Of course I know how to play gobstones. I was asking how we're going to make this work.
Just checking. Now, we each draw a circle on the floor, and then let's say put 10 gobstones each in the center for starters.
You're joking. So we basically both just play on our own. How exciting.
Don't be a Kneasel about it. This'll be fun. You go first.
How kind of you.
I am a Gryffindor, after all.
How did you get that scar?
Shh. We're not allowed to speak, remember?
Talking about things from before our time at Hogwarts, I believe is fine.
Wonder what Ominous has to say about that.
Fine. Don't tell me then.
It was a parting gift from my mother.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I, hardly remember any of it. I was just a baby after all. It was only when I'd gotten a bit older that I heard the stories about what she'd done to me back then. Can't even be mad at the woman. She was a muggle. Didn't know any better. She, must have noticed one day that her baby was acting profoundly strange, and of course had no clue it was only magic, so she believed it to be a changeling. Thought the fairies had stolen her baby, and... well, suppose she took her grief out on me then. The imposter.
I'm sorry.
Yes, well. I was also told it all happened under the most beautiful full moon, however. Hence the name.
Moonfae.
Yeah, so, what's your tragic backstory then? Have they tried to drown you in a river as an infant or something? Heh.
Yes, hence the name.
You're joking! Sorry, sometimes I don't think before I speak.
Well, you're a Gryffindor after all.
Touché. Points for Slytherin.
There's not much more to it, though. The orphanage in Donegal is, as you know, run by the Ministry of Magic. They took me in, like they did with all the other changeling children that had been abandoned by their muggle parents. Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Growing up there, did you have your magic? I mean, were you able to...
No. Never.
Me neither.
It was only shortly before coming to Hogwarts, really, that I found my magic again.
It was the same for me. Once my magic showed, the Ministry was informed, and Professor Fig took me under his wing then. I reckon those traumatic experiences when we were so very young caused some kind of magic block, if you will.
That makes sense.
Thanks for sharing that with me.
Of course. Looks like your boyfriend is coming.
He's not... Ominous, there you are.
I couldn't make it earlier, I'm sorry.
Ominous, watch out, there's...
What in Merlin's name? Wait, are those gobstones? Have you been playing gobstones while I was not here? Aren't there more pressing matters at hand?
What else was I supposed to do? You could have hurried up a bit.
Believe me, I tried,
guys.
but...
What is it?
Pretty sure Ominous just kicked one of your gobstones through the triptych. Over here. To me.
What?